Huxley's in the house. Canucks deserved that win. No, they didn't. They did not deserve it, though. The Canucks didn't do anything wrong in terms of like how they played tonight, really. Other than the ghost just haunted him one more time. That's gonna happen, I guess, sometimes. But when you got a guy like Austin who just seems to be able to score on Holtby nightly. I mean, how many times is he doing the whole? Like, that man is haunted by Austin Matthews. Matthews lives in his head rent-free, as the young folks would say, right? I think they're just in their own heads right now. And it goes, you know what? So what do you do if you're the Canucks? This is what I would do. And nobody believes me because I'm not a real coach, so they don't believe that this stuff actually works. But I'm telling you, do the research. You will see people back this, actual psychologists and stuff. All right? I bet you. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. But what you do is you have your team start playing a different game. So this wouldn't really work tonight, but the other two games where the score was getting out of hand. Sometimes you got to look at the boys and say, hey, we're not getting it done tonight, okay? If you wanted to win this game, you should have done that 2 periods ago before letting in all those ridiculous goals. You suck tonight. It's over. So from here on out, I want $100 to each player on this team right now if you guys pull the flying V in a game. That's what you do. Maybe not something so stupid. I'm being obviously ridiculous for the sake of exaggerating. But you give the boys another task. Okay? Say, look, forget the game for now. We'll get back to the game. I'm not saying we're out, but we'll get back to the game in a second. For now, I got another game. And that game is $50 every time one of you dumps it into the right corner and you retrieve it. $50. You start paying out of pocket. You're a rich NHL coach. Come on. And the players don't even want your money anyways. They want the pride of it. I mean, they want the money a little bit, but for them, it's not much of anything either, $50. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, give the boys another task, okay? You got to get them out of their own heads. They're so worried about stuff. They're letting Toronto walk all over them. Like, mentally. We were talking in the Discord earlier. Actually, no, I think it was Cooks and I talking on Instagram. Talking about, in the beginning, how, like, Toronto was getting severely outshot, right? And we were talking, right? And I even said back then, I was like, I think the Leafs are slow playing them a little bit, okay? And what I mean by that is not taking it easy on them in the sense that you're not trying to score anymore or something, like treating them like children. No. They're still trying to win. But I felt like the Leafs in the whole time the game was tied, I felt like they never tried to go harder than they absolutely had to. They were conserving energy. They really played solid defense because even though they only got like 4 shots or whatever early on, Vancouver wasn't that far ahead. I think it was like 12 or something like that. I think they finished the first period with maybe 15. I don't know, something like that. So they're on pace for like a 30-shot game, which in the NHL, I always say is a pretty good number to be at if you're a pro team. You want to keep your opponents under and you want to get a little bit over. And if you do that as your rule, you're looking pretty good on the score sheet, right? And I felt like the Leafs were just kind of slow playing it. But masterfully. I felt like they were just like, oh yeah? Here, let me take a shot from here real quick. Because you never know if you can catch a goalie off guard. That still happens. It's a puck. Hockey's unpredictable. The best goalies are going to slip up on some random shot sometimes. It happens. So I felt like they were just really kind of slow playing it and just getting the shots they needed to get to show that they're trying. Looking for the little opportunities to score. But not too concerned about like dominating and crushing. I felt like they held back a little bit. And why? Because Vancouver was so hot probably, right, after getting dogged the first 2 games, that Vancouver was coming out with fire tonight. You can't be a professional athlete without having enough respect for yourself to be in that situation and not go extra hard in that third game. Any athlete, any sport professionally, if you're getting paid to be there, I'm telling you, in a situation where you're playing the same team 3 times and you get crushed after 2, you've got enough respect for yourself as an athlete to at least be feisty, be fast, be something, find that inner gear. And I thought Vancouver brought it. I thought they had that energy going. And when that happens, you rope-a-dope, okay? It's the old boxing thing, right? When that happens, you do what the Leafs did tonight. That was great. And they just slow played them, covered their spots, bobbed and weaved, get their shots in to keep them on their toes a little bit. But they weren't sacrificing defense to score. Let's say that, okay? They weren't just sacrificing defense to score. Whatever mistakes might have happened, sure, but they weren't purposely doing it. You know, they didn't feel pressure to score goals. And I think that really messed with Vancouver because they started feeling like they were in charge. Like, yeah, you know what? This is our night. We got it back. And then as soon as they, you know, the Leafs even got a goal, it was already kind of crushing for them a little bit. You know, never mind when it's late in the third or whatever, and then the Leafs pull ahead by a goal. Score 12 seconds after that, too, by the way. So it's just like, oh, that is an athlete on any level, even on an amateur level, you know, recreational level. If you care about winning, that sucks when you're like, oh, 4 more minutes or whatever, 7 minutes, whatever was left, they could have gotten to a tie and at least gotten a point out of the 3 games. And it's like, nope, Toronto's like, blammo, you're done, shut up. I told you to get packing on Saturday, you know? Hi kids, do you like Primus? No, I'm kidding. But seriously though, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's gonna be a wild Leaf season, and you don't wanna miss any of the action with us, because we're going for that 1,000 sub marker. I'm not stopping till I get there. Or maybe I will. Bye!